Hi, boys and girls. My name is Mrs. Lanning, and I'm so excited to learn more with you today at Writers Workshop. So, writers, ever since we started this unit, you have worked so hard to review and rank all of the items in your collection. And the cool thing is that when you were looking at your collection, you were the expert. So, you took the time to teach us and persuade us which item was the best in your collection. So, today is our last day of this part of our unit. Because what we've been doing in this first part, like I said, we were looking at our collections and we were organizing and ranking them and explaining which one we thought was the best and trying to persuade others to think like we do. So after this, you are going to use your skills at reviewing and judging in a new way. But before we end our work with our collections, we are going to do one more competition. This time, we are going to enter our writing into a competition. So our writing pieces are going to go into a competition. So I'm hoping you will choose 2 or 3 of your best opinion writing pieces and lay them out beside your collection. Then you will ask someone to help judge your work. Maybe it's your classmates, maybe it's a grown-up at home, maybe it's a sibling. And they will judge your writing and help you choose which one is the best. So, after the judges help you decide which piece is your best of show writing, they'll give you a best of show ribbon or maybe a best in show compliment, and you can decide later if you agree. You may not know this, but during the dog show, before that whole best in show event, the judges give the dog handlers, those are the people who walk the dogs around, who care for the dogs, they tell the people, okay, we're going to give you a little bit of time to prepare your dog. And so backstage, the pet handlers, the dog handlers, they go back there. Oh my gosh, y'all, they stroke every single piece of fur and comb it into place. They check their ears. They make sure their eyes are clear and clean. They even take time to clip their toenails because they want to make sure that they give their dog the best possibility of winning first place. So they do everything they can. No detail is too small. They pay attention to everything to give their dog the best chance. So I think today is your day to be like those dog handlers. But instead of preparing dogs, you will be preparing your work and getting it prepared for our mini celebration. So today, I want you to prepare. And to do this, you will need to rely on everything that you know about strong opinion writing. And you will use all that you know to edit and revise your opinion writing to make it your very best. If we're going to enter something into the competition, we want to make sure it's our best. So, today you will get all of your writing pieces ready. So, we're not just working on one of our opinion writings, but multiple, 2 or 3 even. So, you're looking back at work that you've done and you're going to get prepared to share it with others. And so others can choose which one is your best in show for your writing. Today, I want to teach you that one way to make sure your writing is the best that it can be is to use checklists that are used to judge and to make a to-do list from that. So we could use our opinion writing checklist for first grade because that might be something that we would use to judge good work, just like our teachers might use as their grading. So we're going to use that almost like a checklist to see what we need to work on, what we need to fix up. Remember, when we look at the checklist, it's not a time to pout or say, oh, I didn't do it. No, that's an area that I can fix. I haven't done it yet. You're telling yourself what areas you want to fix. So let's look over the first grade writing checklist to help us edit and revise our writing pieces. I want you to go ahead and get that writing in front of you, and as I read through the checklist, I want you to make a mental note if it's something that you're doing great or if it's something you need to edit and revise and add to and work on. All right, so first it says, I wrote my opinion or my likes and dislikes and said why. So if you've done that, you would make a mental note, I'm already doing that, or I need to check that, and you're checking all of your writing work right now. So remember, you can always pause this video as you check each item, or maybe you want to fix it up right now. I wrote a beginning in which I got my reader's attention. I named the topic or text I was writing about, and I gave my opinion. I said more about my opinion and used words such as and because. I wrote an ending for my piece. You didn't just leave people hanging, you gave it some closure. I wrote a part where I got readers' attention and a part where I said more. Maybe that's something you're realizing you need to add to and fix up. I wrote at least one reason for my opinion, but we know we want to give even more. I used labels and words to give details. I used all I know about words and chunks of words to help me spell. I spelled all the word wall words right and used the word wall to help me spell other words. Remember, you can always say it, slide it, hear it, write it. I ended sentences with punctuation. I used a capital letter for names and the beginning of a sentence. And I used commas in dates and lists. So we can use that checklist that someone might use to judge as our own to-do list. Ooh, this is something I need to work on, or this is something I'm doing great, or maybe, ooh, I've got it in these 2 stories, but I need to work on that in the other. So we can use this as a checklist to help us see how we can revise and edit our work. So I want you to think, if you're in the classroom, you can study the room for a minute and see if there's a tool or chart that could help us as we go to revise and edit our opinion writing today. And if you're not in a classroom, maybe you can think back to our previous videos of any charts or things that we talked about that could help you figure out how you can fancy up and do the best editing for your writing. Think about it. Or look, or imagine it in your mind's eye. Do you see some? That's right. I saw my friends thinking about our how to convince your reader anchor chart, even just using that checklist we just went over, or how to make your writing easy to read. You can use those tools to help you make your work the best it can be. So writers, just like the people at the dog show take time to make their dogs perfect, you are going to want to take time to make each piece of your writing as perfect as it can be. Use the checklist around our classroom or in your mind's eye as to-do lists, reminding you of what hopes you have for your writing and how you can fix it up and how you can make it better. After you finish improving your one piece of writing, don't wait. Move quickly to the next and improve that next piece until you make sure that all of your writing is ready to share. Now, when you're ready to share it with someone, if you're at home, maybe you're in the classroom, you might share with a partner, you might share with a grown-up at home, you might share with a sibling, you might even share with a stuffed animal or your dog. Here are some sentence stem compliments they might give you. They might say, I like the way you, I noticed the way you included, or I can tell you worked hard too. And here are some things that they might notice. That you stated your opinion, that you gave many reasons, that you persuaded your readers, that you used sparkly words, that you wrote neatly, that you quoted experts, that you added details, or that you used different types of punctuation. The important thing is that whenever you're giving someone a writing compliment, or you're receiving a writing compliment, or honestly any compliment in any area of life, it means more when it's specific, so you can understand exactly what you did well. And the same thing when we're getting constructive feedback. It helps when we see specifically what we need to work on. So don't just say, good job, great, best in show, yep, here you go, good job, friend. No! Tell them, hey, I think this is your best in show work because you stated your opinion and you gave so many reasons. Be specific, friends, and use these sentence stems to give compliments if you need them. All right, friends, I can't wait to see your work and all of your best in show. It's your turn, friends. Writers go write.